Hey, Journeys Crossing. If you don't know me, I'm Brooke from the JC Online Campus. I hope you're finding ways to stay positive and be light to others. That's something we talked about together in a previous video. Last week, I stopped by here and I shared with you some thoughts from the book of Hebrews in the Bible, which help those of us who follow Jesus understand that we are a part of a long line of people who have gone before us, and we are part of a huge family of faith. And I wanted to start to share with you some of my favorite things about who God is, because if we understand we are on this journey to follow God, and we understand we're part of a story that's much bigger than ourselves, then to me it only makes sense to understand more and more about the character of God. So today I want to talk about God as a creator. I know it may seem silly or cliche, but my favorite part of the Bible is the very beginning, where we see a God who stepped into time and space, and he created this place we call home. And his creativity is absolutely amazing. See, in the first pages of the scriptures, in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, a God who needs nothing creates something. In Genesis 1, verses 1 through 4, it says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. And then the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. And then God said, 'Let there be light.' And there was light. And God saw that the light was good." And that is just the start. If you keep reading in Genesis chapter 1, you see a creative, imaginative, and detail-oriented God. He creates sky, seas, land, plants, all with their own seeds to make more plants. He created stars and sun and moon to create seasons and signs, and he fills the seas with fish and all kinds of life, and the sky with birds, and the land with all sorts of animals, the smallest to the biggest. And all along the way, he declares them good. His creation is good. And then we get down to Genesis 1:26 and 27, and there it says, "Then God said, 'Let us make human beings in our image to be like us. They will reign over the fish of the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on earth, and the small animals that scurry on the ground.' So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, male and female, he created them." Wow. So what do we learn about God in this? Well, he's powerful. He created everything by speaking. He said it and it became. He's incredibly creative, which for me is so fun to think about. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in music, and creativity is my language. And I guess maybe the reason I like this so much, this part of the Bible, is that I feel closer to my Creator when I think of how creative he is. And finally, this powerful creative God, he created people in his image. In other words, to be like him, to be in relationship. And he didn't need to do that. He's perfect without you and I. Yet he desired to create and have a relationship with you and I. And that amazes me. So for me, it really takes the first chapter of the Bible for me to already be blown away by God. So today, what can you do with this? Maybe check out the flowers on the trees, or the sun, or the blue sky, or look into someone else's eyes and see how amazing that part of creation is. The eye is amazing. Or check out the stars tonight and think of how massive this universe is and what that means about the God who loves you so very much. I can't wait to drop by next week, talk more to you about who this God is. Love you guys. Bye for now.